Hello and welcome to Your Journey Yoga. Thanks for joining me. I'm Cheryl and we are going to visit Garland Pose today. A wonderful, wonderful, wonderful pose, but it is a fairly intense pose for the hips and for the knees, so just be really mindful of what's going on with your body, and if it's too much, the modification is you're not going to go quite so deep. Using your hands for support, so just really listen to your body and make sure that all is well. So it is challenging. Best ways to know that if you are in the right places, that breath is still easy to flow. You're not holding your breath, you're not panting, you're not breathing really shallowly. So let your breath kind of be your guide, and then really listen to the body for what it's telling you. So for Garland Pose, there's lots of variations on how to get into Garland Pose. We're going to go kind of the simple version since we're standing, and we're going to open up our feet just a bit wider than your hips, so you can be the judge. You can always bring the feet in a little bit narrower or widen your stance a bit. We want to do our very best to keep our heels connected to the floor. Toes are turned out to about a 45-degree angle. Core is strong, and we're standing up nice and tall. Hands, we bring them to heart center. Core is strong, and we're going to slowly begin to bend those knees. Now, as we bend the knees, listen to those knees. The knees are rolled open, so now we're starting to get into the hips, we're starting to get into the groin. What's going on? How's the stance? As you start to lower, do you need to adjust your stance? If you do, pull it in, bring it out. Now we're going to draw that pelvis through. Oh, you feel that? This actually feels great in my lower back right now. Hands can be at heart center, or you can use the hands for that support. So if we're not going quite so low, you're using those hands for support. Getting into those hips as much as you can, rolling those knees out. Knees are right out over those toes. If you are able to come down into Garland Pose, we are really going to work here now towards getting our back against an imaginary wall behind us. I'm going to turn sideways just so you can see what I'm referring to. So we have this tendency to lean forward. When we have it tight through the hips and we're tight through the groin, this is okay. You can even use the hands for support here on the floor. If you're able to, we're going to really work to draw that pelvis through and to lift the chest. Now with those knees still open, can you feel that through the groin? I want you to draw that pelvis through and lift the chest, so that you have a nice tall spine. Now there's an imaginary wall behind you, and you're working to get your bottom against it, but also your shoulder blades against it. Breathe, and we're just going to stay here and breathe. Find your breath. Now we're going to do one little modification here. Hands come down. I want you to extend the legs. A little release, a really nice stretch for the lower back. Now, as you exhale, let's slowly lower back down into Garland. Lifting the chest, knees roll open, hands pull into heart center. Find your breath. So now how does it feel that second time? A little better? More challenging. Let's do that one more time. Hands down, extend the legs. So that little release allows the body some recovery time to let the muscles relax a bit. Now as you exhale, bend the knees. If you need to adjust your feet, adjust your feet. If the knees have had enough, let them have had enough. And breathe. Chest is lifted, core is strong, pelvis is drawn through. Now let's rise. Reaching, lengthening, extending. And gently release the arms down by your sides. Step your feet together. That's Garland, my friends. So again, modifications, don't go quite so deep. Use the hands for support, either on your knees or on the floor. Really feeling some love for those hips. Great pose to do as often as feels good to you. Man, I tell you, those hips can really hold some negative energy. So that's a great way to let go of some of that. I hope you're well. I hope you're having an amazing day. And I look forward to the next time. Until then, namaste.